One Piece chapter 1127 leaks have come out, and it's all about the Straw Hats. The cover photo is once again Yamato at Wano, and cutting straight to the chapter, it starts off in Elbaf, in a giant village, whose houses are also made of Lego blocks. Giants talk about a fire that suddenly started in the forest. They go to put out the fire, so it won't damage the trees. We see that the giants are shocked that there are giant bees falling from the sky, like if they're attacked by something. Another giant talks about something that happened in the forest. The first giant says, according to the people in the forest, the rumble just now is a sound of ear god falling to the ground. The other giant says, that can't be. How can something happen to a rabbit of that size? And later on, we'll see who was the culprit behind this attack. We cut back to the castle that we ended in chapter 1126 with Nami. And it seems that the castle is located somewhere in Elbaf, since we can see the trees away from the castle. We can see Nami has defeated a giant bee thanks to Zeus' attack, and Zeus asks Nami where they are. Nami, through tears, says she doesn't know. The last thing she remembers is that they were on the giant's ship. So at the end of chapter 1126, the person saying, "Hey Nami, wake up," was in fact Zeus. It was not Luffy or any of the Straw Hat members. Nami starts crying, someone help me. Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. I will even take Usopp at this point. This is supposed to be Usopp's arc, and Nami's already thrown shade. It's kind of crazy. Am I out of my mind? I don't remember it changing either. Where is this place? Am I in a dream? Then Nami sees something at the end of the hallway, and then she hears Usopp's voice calling her. She runs there, but trips on a Lego block and falls to the ground. When Nami gets up, she sees a giant hedgehog in front of her. She starts to run from the hedgehog. While she's trying to escape, Nami sees Usopp being attacked by a giant cat wearing a crown. And Usopp is also wearing Viking outfit too, with a fake beard. And Nami and Usopp end up running away together from the giant hedgehog and the cat in the courtyard in the middle of the castle. However, Nami and Usopp decide that they must face that giant creature, so Nami and Zeus attack the hedgehog with a thunder attack and defeat it. Unfortunately, a giant hedgehog falls on the giant cat's head, and the cat is electrocuted too. The giant cat is not knocked out and gazes furious at Nami and Usopp. So basically, Nami is already carrying Usopp in the Elbaf arc, which is not looking good. We need Usopp to have that character development. This was supposed to be his arc. Nami says, I have a bad feeling about this. Usopp says, same here. As they run away again, Nami asks Usopp if he has more information about what happened. Nami asks Usopp, how much do you know about our current situation? Usopp responds, when I opened my eyes, I was already in this place. You're probably the same, right? We were on the giant ship and getting drunk off of that. And he never finishes his sentence. Nami says, that's right, that alcohol. I think Giant said it can make you hallucinate. They're basically just making up excuses because they're so scared of where they are right now. If I were them, I might be doing that too. Nami and Usopp stop because they reach a balcony. Usopp faces a giant cat since he thinks it's just a hallucination. However, the giant cat is real, and Usopp is sent blown away. Nami and the giant cat fall together, too, from the balcony in the castle backyard. Suddenly, the giant cat transforms into a massive lion and attacks them one more time. Something's going on at Elbaf, and it's going to be revealed very soon, but it's pretty creepy. Kind of hoping for a Davy back fight. It's giving the vibes of Ling Long Island, or whatever it was called. Nami cries while she uses Usopp's body as a shield, but at the last moment, 3 guys arrive. It's Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, the big 3. Sanji says, for the crime of bringing my loved one to tears, you deserve death. Ifrit Jambi, Espali Strike. Luffy with another attack, Gear 4th, Gomu Gomu no Elephant Whip, and Zoro with Santoryu, Kokojuo, Tatsumaki, the 3-sword style black rope dragon twister, and Nami and Usopp are screaming. And what's insane with Oda's foreshadowing is in chapter 162, where Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji defeated a Sandor lizard in Alabasta. There's a double spread of them all attacking it at once using combo attacks. And in a double spread in the new chapter, they appear to be doing the same combo attack, but with upper stakes to defeat the lion. And it turns back into a cat when it's defeated. Next, we go to Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji are wearing Viking outfits. Luffy wears a helmet with long horns and has an axe on his back. Zoro has a mask on his eyes, and it looks like ski goggles. And Sanji has a sword on his back like Nami. Zoro is confused that it turned into a cat. Sanji says, Nami-san, I've been so worried. Nami responds, Sanji, I was so scared. Usopp even died. And Usopp comes back and says, I'm alive. Damn you, I will get you back for using me as a shield. So basically, all the Straw Hats have reunited for one half. What I'm wondering is, though, why we weren't shown the other Straw Hats and what they were doing on the Elbaf ship. Maybe it's because they've already, at this point, arrived at Elbaf and are doing something. And we still have yet to find out who the silhouetted figure was awaiting them at Elbaf, which I'm excited to find out. The leakers hyped this up to be a 8 out of 10 chapter. To be honest, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Just due to the fact that it was all really nice chapter with the Straw Hats like doing their thing. And back to the chapter. In the amazing final double page of the chapter, Luffy, Zoro, Nami, and Usopp, and Sanji are reunited in the castle backyard. We can see that the massive tree in the distance is probably the tree that was shown in all the other panels. We discover that Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji were the ones that defeated the giant bees and the ear god rabbit at the beginning of the chapter. So Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji were already going ham on Elbaf. Did I think that they were going to be overwhelmed with the strength on Elbaf? Kind of, because I expected Elbaf to be sooner in One Piece. But now that Luffy has Gear 5, Zoro has Emma, and Emma has like basically taken over him, and Sanji has the blue fire and is basically a robot, they're going to be able to fend for themselves. And I only can see Loki and the man marked by flames giving them any type of battle. But at this point, whoever put them in this castle, I don't believe that they're out to get them. I think they're going to help train the Straw Hats for the final battle. And possibly this final battle could start at Elbaf, which is insane. Luffy, after we see it was them who defeated those two creatures, Luffy says, "The roasted rabbit we had just now was delicious. There are even bigger ones around here, though I'll beat them up if they taste good." Zoro says, "We should look for the sea and our ship first. We don't know what happened to our crew right now." Sanji responds, "Since we're on the topic of food, the bees and hive you just sent flying. They're a great source of nutrients, you know?" Nami's still crying. "How are you guys already used to all of this? Just where are we?" I wish that we didn't follow Nami in these first couple chapters. It was a very epic entrance of Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, but I want to see how Luffy woke up and where they were in the first place to defeat these creatures. I don't know if it was inside of the castle or outside of the castle, but that's the end of the chapter. So the whole entire chapter, we are zoomed in, we're focused in on the 5 Straw Hats, the 5 original Straw Hats, but one thing is missing, and that's Chopper. Chopper is nowhere to be seen in this chapter, and a lot of people thought that Loki was going to take Nami to be his wife, because Loki was said to have a childlike mind, and he was already supposed to marry one of Big Mom's child. I think it was Lola. So maybe we were wrong, and Chopper is the one who would take Nami's place. Not as Loki's wife though, for obvious reasons, but as like a toy that Loki wants to play with. Because whoever put the Straw Hats in the situation that they are now have to be extremely powerful or have one type of attack or power to be able to do something crazy. Taking half of a Yonko's pirate crew and bringing them to a castle without them even knowing and them just waking up. You have to be extremely powerful in the world of One Piece to be able to do that. Sadly, there is a break next week, but on the jump cover and the color spread. But One Piece will be on the jump cover, and there will be a color spread in chapter 1128. Which is exciting. This was the first time in a while that we had 3 One Piece. I hope Oda can keep coming up like this, but I've seen people talking online about it. As Oda reaches the final saga, he's going to be taking more and more breaks, because usually he's taking 1 or 2 weeks off every single month. So One Piece could possibly turn into a monthly manga, which I would not be too happy about, because the chapters are only 17 pages. Maybe he would up it to 40 pages. I don't know if One Piece is a type of story that would be good at a monthly pace, because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the monthly mangas have insane art, and One Piece also has very good art, but at times it can just not be as good compared to other mangas. Thanks for watching, and tune in for a One Piece video during the break.